poppin', everybody? It's your boy Vito bringing you guys a brand new Apex Legends video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my Apex Legends settings. I've had a few people in the past few weeks ask me to ask this video, so I thought I'd get it done today. Overall, these settings work very well for me. Some of them may not work well for you, but there are some settings in here that I think would improve your gameplay if you don't already have them changed. If you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and if you ever want to watch live, I stream every single day at midnight Eastern Standard Time. The link will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, so to start this off, in the gameplay tab, we have interact prompt style. I have this on default. Button hints, I have on. Crosshair damage feedback, I have with shield icon. Damage numbers, I have on both. Sometimes I'll turn this off, actually, because I feel like my aim gets a little bit better while I'm not trying to look for that number all the time. But once you're playing like ranked, or you want to give your callouts and you're not playing with randoms, that information is actually really useful, so I do use both quite often. Ping opacity is on default. Obituaries is on because who doesn't love having a feed in there so you know what's going on. Minimap rotation is off because I actually think it gets kind of confusing when you have it on and the minimap's rotating while you turn. I mean, I don't really know very many people that use the minimap anyway, but I do think it gets kind of confusing when you're actually looking at it. Weapon auto cycle on empty, I have off because I cannot explain to you guys how many times I've died having this on, because my instinct is to already automatically switch the weapon when I'm out of ammo. So what happens is that the game will automatically swap the weapon for me, and then I'll swap it back to the empty weapon that just ran out of ammo. So I definitely will recommend you turn this off. Auto sprint I turn on. Double tap sprint I have off because obviously auto sprint is on, so it's kind of pointless to have double tap sprint on. Incoming damage feedback I have at 3D. Taking damage closes death box menu. You guys have to turn this off. I cannot explain to you guys how many times I have died because I'm one shot trying to go for a shield swap, and I had this thing on, so it automatically takes me out of the box as soon as I get shot. Pop up, I have on. Streamer mode, I have off. Anonymous mode, I have disabled. Usage sharing, I have enabled. Performance display, I have off. I feel like this kind of just clutters the screen, and I don't really need to know that information at all times. Clubbed invites, I have disabled. I only have this disabled because I've accidentally joined a few clubs thinking that they were like friend requests, so I just have this disabled so I don't receive them. Colorblind mode, I have on Tritanopia. I only really have this on Tritanopia because I like that the reticle is yellow instead of red. I feel like it definitely pops out a little bit more than the red one. It's a lot easier to see, so I think my aiming definitely has been improved since I've been using this. Subtitles I have off. Subtitle size is normal even though I have it off. Enabled accessible chat features is off. Convert incoming voice to chat text is off, and play incoming text chat at speech is off. Now I play controller, so I mean I have played M&K before, so some of these are actually changed, some of the keybinds, but I don't usually play M&K, so we're just going to talk about the controller settings. Controller settings, the button layout is at default. The stick layout is at default. The interact and reload button are both on tap. Crouch button is on toggle. I don't really crouch spam very often, or at all really ever, so I just have this on toggle. I rarely ever actually use crouch compared to a majority of the people that play this game. Aim button is on hold, obviously. Trigger dead zones is on default. Menu cursor speed is about right here. I like it a bit faster, but I can't control it when it's way up here. When you go for those armor swaps in those boxes, it is a lot easier to hit them quickly when your cursor speed is up 100%. My look sensitivity is at 6.5. Per optic, I actually don't use this at all. I just stick to 6.5. I've been playing like this since the day that Apex got released, so I never really seen a reason to go change it, so I just kept everything as default. Response curve is at classic. Look dead zone is on small. Movement dead zone is on small. Inverted look is off, obviously. I don't really know a single person that actually plays games inverted. Vibration is on. This one doesn't really matter. I play on or off. It doesn't really bother me at all. Advanced look control I have off because there is no way I am changing all of these. After playing for 2 years on default settings with that specific sensitivity, I see no reason why I need to go into here. I know a lot of people do use this and it works well for them, but for me, I've been playing so long using these settings that honestly, there's no point in me changing it. Sometimes I'll drop this down to 5.4. If I'm like having an off couple days, or I haven't played in a few days and I'm kind of rusty, I'll drop this to 5.4 and bring it up to 6.5 again when I feel comfortable. I don't know, you guys can play around with it, but I advise you not to play around with your sensitivity too much. It is a muscle memory thing. So once you find one that you like, I would advise you to stick to it. All right, so over to video. All right, so these top 3 ones are pretty much default. Brightness at 50%. Field of view is at 110. If you are playing anything up below 110, I honestly do not know what you're doing. I advise you to change this immediately. This 100% improves your gameplay. The sprint view shake is on minimal. My VSync is on triple buffered. My resolution FPS target is at 0. Anti-aliasing is at TCAA. Texture streaming budget is at 4 GB. Texture filtering is at 16 times. Ambient occlusion equality is at high. Sun shadow coverage is at high. Sun shadow detail is high. Spot shadow detail is at very high. Volumetric lighting is enabled. Dynamic spot shadows are enabled. Model detail is at high. If effects detail is at high, impact marks are at high, and ragdolls are at high. I would drop all of these settings to either disabled or the very lowest to bump up my FPS, but the monitors that I have right now are only capable of 60 FPS, so it's absolutely pointless for me to drop these until I actually get a new monitor that can handle higher FPSs. My audio, my master volume is at 40%. I don't really use voice chat in game very much. I usually have a full team almost every single day, so I'd never really use this unless I'm playing with random duos or something. But these are the settings that I have on. I never really do open mic. It's always most of the time push to talk, because most of the time when I'm playing, I'm going to be streaming. So I usually use push to talk. My sound effects volume is at 100%. My dialogue volume is at 100%. My music and lobby music volumes are at 0%. I actually really like the music in this game, but after playing every single day for 2 years straight, the music definitely gets repetitive and very, very, very annoying. The sound in background is off. The play incoming text chat as speech is off, and convert incoming voice to chat text is also off. Now, like I said before, all of these settings work very well for me and the way that I play, but some of them may not work very well for you. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.